Hey, it's Michael, and in this video, I want to talk about my Project 200 case study and go into more detail about the next thing that I think is important, and that is deciding what kind of agent that you're going to be. And let's talk about why that's important. Now, when I first started in insurance, I worked for a big mutual company back in the early 90s, and I worked for them for about 5 years as an individual agent before I kind of got into some working with employer groups and did that ever since. When it comes to what kind of agent you are, I know they kind of trained us to call people up and say, hey, I want to show you the kind of work I do. And that was supposed to like fire people up and go, okay, well, yeah, no problem. Come out and show me the kind of work that you do. Because the first thing that people ask is, well, what the heck do you do? Why don't you just tell me over the phone what you do so that I have a better idea of what it is that you want to talk about. And you're kind of trained to not say what you do, because if you do, your person's going to go, oh, well, I don't need any of that, so I'm just going to pass. So it kind of puts you in a situation where, well, I got to tell people what to do, but I can't tell them. And so they kind of encouraged us to kind of hold ourselves out there that we could do just about anything. We could do like life insurance, we could do annuities, we could do mutual funds, we could do variable products that were securities licensed. And so when you talk to people, you could say, I do all kinds of different things. It's just going to depend on your situation. But the bottom line is that when I looked at the contract, my employment contract that I have with the company, that contract was geared for me to sell life insurance. And so when I looked at my contract, I'm like, this is paying me to sell life insurance. So I need to be very clear and focused on that one particular goal. And the reason is because if I didn't sell enough life insurance, well, then I didn't have a contract anymore. And then it didn't matter that I could do mutual funds or variable products and all that other stuff. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to decide what kind of insurance agent you're going to be when you're prospecting, so that you can tell people. So you need to be able to say, I'm an insurance agent and I help people with this, this, and this, or something along those lines, so that they have a better idea of why you're going to talk to them. Because if they know why you're going to talk to them, it's going to come as no surprise when you start talking about what it is that you want to sell. And the this, this, and this are the things that we're going to talk about, the problems, the offers that we're going to make to people, so that we call them, we're going to go, hey, I'm a life insurance agent, and I help people with this. So they have a very clear picture of what it is that you want to talk to them about. So the main thing I want to get across is you need to talk to people about what it is you're going to be selling them, so that there's no surprise. And it's much easier to sell things when people know what we're talking about, and it's not this vague concept of, well, it could be anything. It could be anything we could be talking about here. So just focus on what it is that you want to sell. So like what I'm going to be focusing on in this Project 200 is strictly life insurance, and potentially maybe annuities down the road. So I'm not going to want to talk to people about their auto insurance. I don't care if they want to invest in mutual funds, because I'm not going to do that for them. I'm just going to not do that. So why spend all this time talking about stuff that you're not even going to do for them? So I hope that makes sense. Decide what kind of agent you're going to be and be that agent. Don't try and be anything else but. So if you got any questions, put them in the comments, and subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. That'd be great.